Hello everybody, this is the technician from Parts Guru, and I'm happy today to make a presentation of our own imported line of espresso machine. It is a small stainless steel machine made in Italy by Italian company Magister. We are exclusive importers for this model, and I would like to show you the salient features of this. The stainless steel machine in the stainless steel body, and it offers an E61 group for brewing coffee, which is very famous, and it was originally introduced by Faima. Now we have this with a lever operation. The lever is pulled up to dispense the espresso, and when the quantity of espresso is in the cup, then you can just pull it down to stop the flow. The steam knob and the hot water knob, they are very distinct here with the sign for steam and hot water. The additional feature we have here is that these steam pipes, they are insulated, which means when you are steaming the milk, you can hold them by hand and it will not burn your fingers or hand. Same way, the hot water pipe is insulated and it will not accidentally cause you a little burn. The machine is equipped with a gauge for showing you the pressure for steam, and once the steam pressure is reached, it will automatically shut off the heating element. But you can adjust the pressure of steam with a pressure switch inside, which is a commercial pressure switch, so that way you can maintain it. But we recommend that the pressure should be at 1 bar, which is 15 psi pressure, which will give you enough strength of steam for steaming the milk. Now the features of E61 is very popular, that this group is circulated with water to keep it hot. Now that eliminates the worry about a lower temperature for making espresso. If you have an E61 group, and if you have the portafilter always locked into it, then it will keep the portafilter hot. It will be hot in the group, so the water that comes out will have the optimum temperature for extraction of espresso. So the E61 group is a very standard and a very long in duration that it has been in use. Lately, people are talking about the PID. We do not have the PID in it because when you are making 1 or 2 espressos at a time, it really does not vary the temperature as much if you have an E61 group. Maybe with other groups that do not have the feature of circulating hot water inside to keep it hot, that may need the PID. We are not opposed to PID, but this one is an E61 group, so you don't need the PID as necessary part of the assembly. The stainless features are very favorable in the sense that you have easy cleaning from outside. In the drip tray, we have a cover that you can easily lift, and you have a removable tray which is a large size to dump the water and the spilled coffee, and then again you are back in business to make more espressos. We recommend this machine for home use for those coffee lovers who would like to have a hands-on experience of making coffee. This is a real miniature commercial design machine. The small businesses who can make maybe about 50 or 60 espressos in a day, this will be again very ideal, low expense, and it is ETL approved and UL approved, so you can easily have this installed and purchased for a business use. The machine is available in 2 versions. We have so far imported only the pour-over type, which means that it has a water tank, and the access to water tank is with the removal of top lid here. You will see the water tank has 2 silicone tubes going in. One of the silicone tubes is for the overflow from the overpressure valve attached to the pump. which means if the pump is not able to pump water and the pressure exceeds 13 bars, then this automatically will drain the excess water into the tank. The other tube is having at the end a descaler plugged into it, so that the water will go only through the descaling chemical, or it's a magnetized sand, which removes calcium before water enters into the boiler. This is a very safe feature to extend the life of the machine and internal parts without any clogging of calcium deposits. We recommend that this cartridge is replaced every 6 liters of water is used, which in other words is about 1,000 espressos of 2 ounces size. You have to allow some margin for the overflow or for dispensing some hot drinks like tea or any other use that you may use water, but on an average it is 1,000 espressos, and you can work it out how many espressos you make on an average per day, and it will give you mostly, as we have calculated, about 8 to 10 months of usage. And after that, if you replace this, your machine will be always smiling and happy. I will now recap some of the salient features of this machine. It is, as you see, all stainless steel body, and all the parts, as you can see from outside, they are all metal in stainless polish. The copper boiler inside is also fitted with brass fittings and copper pipes. So that is another feature that is very preferred over other systems, plastic or silicone tubes, because the temperature sensitive flow of water will conduct heat properly and keep the water hot until it comes out. The steam pipe is thermally insulated, so when you are steaming the milk, you can still hold it by hand without feeling the heat. So is also the water tank hot water pipe. That is also insulated, so you can hold it by hand to move the direction in any which way you want without feeling the heat. The external taps, these are brass made and with a plastic grip for turning them on and off. The steam and water knobs are chromed tips at the end and with the sign for steam or hot water. The machine has inside a pressure control switch, which is adjustable for adjusting the steam pressure. Normally it is at 1 bar, as you can see when the machine is ready with 1 bar pressure. It has also a self-priming valve, and it has a one-way valve to prevent water going back into the tank from the boiler. It has an expansion valve, which means when you turn the switch off for espresso, the pressure on the coffee will be drained out and it will dispense maybe about 2 teaspoons from the bottom of the E61 group. This machine is UL and CE listed and also ETL listed for use in commercial locations in USA. Specifications of this machine in terms of the space available at your location. It is 11 inches wide, 19 inches deep, and 14 inches tall. That's the dimension. The weight of this machine is about 38 pounds total, and the operating pressure of the pump will be 9 to 10 bars for extraction of espressos. Obviously the variation of 9 to 10 bars will be 9 bars for normal extraction of espressos. If it exceeds, because of the finer grind and tamping of the coffee, if it exceeds, it will go up to 10 bars to make the espresso. The boiler pressure is adjustable, and it is usually adjusted for steam at 1.2, which is the boiler pressure. This machine can be plumbed, but we have not imported yet the plumbed models, because a pour-over model, the water tank is large enough to provide, whether at home or in small businesses, enough water so that you can be comfortable for the entire length of the day for using and making espressos. The boiler capacity is 1.3 liters, which is for a small size machine like this is fairly reasonable and sufficient for doing the business. The boiler is also, in terms of its heating capacity, it is 1300 watts with 115 volt for the outlet of electric to be connected. So 115 volts and 1300 watts. It's not 1000 watt, which is common in this size machine. We have a little extra 1300 watt size of heating capacity. The machine will come with the extra accessories, which will be including a double spout 2-cup filter basket and a coffee measuring scoop. I'm sorry, there is also a single spout filter holder for single cup coffees. There will be a couple of shot glasses which we add, and a bag of our coffee, so that when you try it and if you like it, perhaps you will be regular customers.